First graders, it's time for phonics. Rashid and I are ready for you. Make sure you have your whiteboard or marker or pencil or paper or a pen and paper. I'm ready. If you don't, pause the video and run and grab it. Are you ready, first grade? Rashid and I are ready too. First graders, we have learned a lot of snap words this year. And these are all the words we have learned. And even though we learned them, some of us know that we can read them in a snap. And writing them in a snap is sometimes tricky, right? So right now, will you look at this word wall and will you find at least 5 word wall words that are tricky for you? Maybe they're your blooper words. And find the ones that you would think that are bloopers for you, that they are tricky, and when you go to write them, or even sometimes maybe read them, they turn into bloopers for you. Right now, choose 5 of them that are still tricky for you and write them on your paper before we get started. Are you ready? If not, pause the video and keep making sure you write 5 words down. Here we go. Today, I have something super important to teach you that just might make those blooper words get smaller and smaller. Are you ready to get started? Today, I want to teach you that it's important to check yourself to find words that you kind of but not really know. When you find one of those kind of but not really know words, you can invent all sorts of ways to learn it. It's true. You can invent ways of learning words. There's those words. Throughout this year, you've learned a bunch of steps we went through to learn a new word. We know to make it a snap where we read it, study it, spell it, cover, write, check it, and then we use it in a sentence. Today, I want to tell you that sometimes you need to try different ways to learn a word. Sometimes a word is so tricky for you that you need extra special ways to learn it. I'll tell you about a few of these ways, and then I'm going to ask you to practice them on your own. Are you ready? All right, let's learn some cool ways to learn these words. I picked a super tricky word that sometimes even grown-ups mess up in their writing, right? I picked the word want first. One thing that helps students learn words is when they read and they trace the word, right? They trace the word with their finger. Tracing the word is a cool way to learn a snap word, right? If you write it, you can do. Yeah, sometimes even just tracing it in the carpet, right? Or on a piece of paper, that would help me too. Yeah. So one cool way is to trace the word, right? Here are some other ideas kids have tried. Some kids think that it helps to rainbow write them. It's like writing it 3 times, but you use a different color pen every time, or different colored pencil every time you practice it. So watch me. Want, W-A-N-T. Oh, let me switch. Oh, let me do it again. W-A-N-T. One more. W-A-N-T. Oh, yeah. Now, I wrote it in 3 colors. And each time, I wrote and made sure I wrote it correctly. Are you ready for another way? Another way. Some kids think it helps to sing a wacky, silly song with the letters that spell the word like this. Let's see if I was going to do who. Who is a word? Who is a word? Who is a word? It's spelled H-W-H-O. Yeah. That's another cool way to learn words. We can try that one too. I have one more way to show you. And this way, I think we all know, is we can go on a word hunt. We can go on a word hunt in our books by going and looking for the word we know. So, let's see if we can go on a word hunt and look for the word said. Can we do that? Maybe that's one of your tricky words too. So we got the word said, right? Said. S-A-I-D. Said, right? I'm going to spell the word. Now I'm going to use books. I'm going to find the word. And when I find it, I'm going to cover it and I'm going to write it. Are you ready? One autumn day, Iris's mother. Oh, there it is. Oh, let me cover it. Let me write it. S-A-I-D. Let me check it. S-A-I-D. Is that right? Good. All right, let's keep going. Baby brother really is. Said. There it is again. S-A-I-D. Oh. S-A-I. Yeah. Did you see how I did that? So now we know 4 cool ways we can learn these tricky words. Maybe you can invent your own way. If you have Play-Doh at your house, maybe you can make Play-Doh out of your words. You might come up with other cool ways to learn some words. But today, you wrote down 5 words that you think are your blooper words. It's your turn to practice and find cool ways to learn these words. Remember, you can trace them, rainbow write them, make up a wacky song, or go on a word hunt. Maybe you try one way, like rainbow write, and then the next time you try, go on a word hunt. But today, you get to try and make up one of these ways, or make up your own ways to learn your blooper snap words. Get started, word bloopers.